Yo. Kevin Herman says Junior the Third again. This motherfucker's loud as hell back there. Kevin Herman says Junior the Third again. Not even my real name, but it don't matter. That's just my intro. So, we're going to talk about freestyling again today. We're going to talk about freestyle, metaphors, and we're going to talk about double entendres. Because people still don't, people don't understand the context that you use them in, the reason why you use them, why it's very important to use metaphors and double entendres. So I'm going to talk about that today again. I was doing the same shit yesterday, but I'm going to make videos, even if it's like some random shit. I really don't get no fuck. I'm going to just start making these bitches because motherfuckers, just so I can get into the algorithm, the Facebook algorithm, they're going to start pushing your shit the more the more people interact with your shit. Anyway, so the reason why metaphors is important, metaphors and double entendres are important when rapping or with anything in life, because it's stretched far as fuck. Like you can metaphors and double entendres is not just for rap. Fuck, hold on, something in my eye, man. It's not just for rap. So what I mean by that is you can see the symbolism in everything. I remember this quote. I don't know who the fuck said it, but it was a quote. It said humans speak in languages, gods speak in symbolism. And I'm always telling people how they gods and shit because that's what we. And I don't want to get into that anyway. The reason why we speak in symbolism, God speak in symbolism, is because we see everything as a symbol. So if we don't see it as a symbol, then it technically don't even exist to you. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So let's say this a gate. It's a gate in front of me, right? I can look at that as just a regular gate. And if I look at it as a regular gate, it's just gonna be a gate. But if I put meaning to that gate, and I say it's more than a gate, if I say it's a stargate type shit, then that expands the concept of what a gate can be or what a gate is type shit. But the reason why I say that is because if you don't say that, then it don't exist. Like everybody else gonna walk past the gate and be like, yeah, it's just a fucking gate, it's no big deal. Like, yeah, it's not. But if you put meaning to it, you can make anything a big deal. You can make anything mean something. You can make things alive. Like the gate, I can name this gate. I can name this gate, put attributes to this gate. I can give it human characteristics. And the gate will literally be that because I make it that. Now somebody else can just be like, oh, this nigga crazy. He talking about gates and gates talking and shit. Yeah, of course. It's gonna seem on the surface. It's gonna seem like that because people don't know what the fuck they talking about. Now once motherfuckers start understanding this certain shit that he's talking about, then motherfuckers will see the shit. Anyway, we'll talk about how to make a metaphor. I kinda went over this yesterday, but it's gonna be an endless process of trying to figure this shit out. So let me see. What's a good way to make metaphors is, like I said yesterday, you gotta put a body to everything. Now that's just like the first level, even though it's many levels to double entendres and metaphors, but the first level would be to add a body to it, just so you can give it the move. You can make shit move. So for example, like yesterday I was talking about shame, regret, neglect, like these words, pain, sadness, happy, like emotions, shit like that. Emotions and shit, they're not real. Like they real, don't get me wrong, but I mean tangible. These emotions and shit not tangible. You can't touch an emotion. You feel me? You can only convey what the emotion is setting you in motion. That's why I call it emotion. It's like an energy motion. It's an inside motion. These fucking mosquitoes, man. But anyway, yo, what's good, John? I be seeing you sharing some of this shit, bro. You be waking up, man. You waking these people up, man. You already know how it is. But shit, what I was gonna say, shit, yeah, man. With these metaphors, yeah, this shit cold, dope as fuck. Anyway, now the reason why I say that adding a body to something is the first level is because when you add that body to it, not only do you give it human characteristics, but then you make the thing able to interact with you. Like, bring it back to the gate. Now the gate, I interact with the gate that's in front of me. I can interact with it. I can open the gate, I can close it, I can jump on top of it, do all types of shit with a gate. Now, the reason why it's important to give the gate human characteristics is because the gate can be much more than just what you perceive it to be. So let's name this gate. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just, instead of giving you examples, I'm gonna literally do it in front of your face. So this gate in front of me, right? I'm not gonna call it a gate. It's gonna be called. We're gonna give it a name like fucking. Let's see, gate. What gates open? Gate open. Open gate. Open gate. Open gate. Fix. Go through. fix. Let me try to think of a name for the gate. Like, we're gonna just call it the Kevin Gate. Fuck it, we're gonna call it the Kevin Gate. So with this Kevin Gate, damn, Kevin Gate sound raw as fuck. Anyway, with this Kevin Gate, this is my gate. Now I just added a name to the gate. Now adding a name to the gate, I can do shit with the gate. I can use the gate when I'm freestyling. So now I can say some. If I hesitate, motherfuckers can't even go through the Kevin Gates. Because once you go through the Kevin Gate, then that's what heaven waits, type shit. You feel me? And just keep ramming away. But anyway, you can only do that when you add the characteristics to it. If you don't add the characteristic to it, then you're not making it tangible. Everything has to be tangible when you rap. When you rap, everything is tangible. That's one thing that's very important. People don't peep it. People don't realize it, nor do they peep it. Everything is tangible when you rap it. That's why rap hits so much. That's why rap hits so hard. Like when you listen to your favorite rapper or your favorite artist, if they saying what you saying, it's because you feel that it's real. You feel that the shit that they saying is tangible. Like, it's not though. But you say Kevin Gates. Oh damn, Kevin Gates. What the fuck? I didn't even realize Kevin Gates. I'm talking about it's Kevin Gates. And the fuck? Didn't even realize that. Double entendre. That's what I mean. Double entendre. Like, I'm talking about Kevin. I'm talking about this is a Kevin Gates, literally. And then he said Kevin Gates. Like, what? I forgot about Kevin Gates. But anyway, damn, this shit be cold as fuck. But anyway, so the reason why you gotta make shit tangible is because you start manipulating shit. These mosquitoes is fucking irritating. You can start manipulating shit. Now when you start manipulating shit, you start warping your own reality. Now this is a part of rap, and this is the reason why rap is so important. Rap is like the number one thing, if you want to know the truth. Rap is like the number one thing and in the world. Like let's keep it real. Lil Durk, Chief Keef, they be dropping. Well, I ain't gonna say Chief Keef. He be making music still, but I'm gonna just say Lil Durk because he popping right now. Lil Durk dropped a music video. His shit be getting millions of views, and not take no credit away from him, but he really not saying nothing that we need to hear. And that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. But the reason let me tell you why that's my opinion. The reason why I say he's not talking about what we need to talk about is because that motherfucker know exactly how the fuck this world is. He know about, like, I don't want to go down that road, but we're gonna just say that. We're gonna just say he knows certain things that he's not talking about in his rap. He not just on the block all day. Lil Durk not on the block all day shooting people. He not doing that. If anything, he being productive by being in the studio making music. But he still talks about the streets as if this is what he does. Not saying that he can't. He probably do whatever. But the thing is, if you at that position, if you can get to a position like that, the only thing you need to be talking about is freeing your people. Give a fuck about what you believe. You might believe everybody my people. I'm talking about melanated motherfuckers, the aboriginal people on this fucking planet. I ain't talking about nobody else. If you want to talk about white people, you can. But then I'm gonna bring up the fact. That white people's blood, which is Rh negative, is not from this planet. That's a fucking fact. You can Google that. Rh negative blood does not come from this planet. So fuck whatever you believe. You can believe we all in this together and all this other goofy shit. We is, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to free the melanated people first. I'm trying to free the melanated people first, and then we can move out of that. Now, let's get back to the rap. Now, let me see what I was talking about with rap. Let me see. Oh yeah, Lil Durk. So the reason why I use him as an example is because he don't really be putting like a lot of metaphors and double entendres in his rap. You feel me? Like, he really just talk about what he does. Trap music is called trap music because it's literally a trap. That's a double entendre. Everything is a double entendre. That's why you always gotta bring the root words to everything, and then you gotta relate it to the perspective of the universe. So for example, block. Niggas, when I say block, if I say I'm on the block, niggas thinking they talking about the streets. I'm talking about the block. But if I say I'm on the block, I could be talking about a fucking cube. That's what a block really, that's what it used to mean. You feel me? And then not only that, you had chakra blocks. When you don't even know that you had chakras, your chakras blocked. All of your chakras blocked. You gotta unlock your chakras so that way you can see more. When you see more, you can be more. When you be more, you do more. And it's just that simple. You can't do something if you don't be it, or if you don't see yourself being the action of whatever you're trying to get done. What else we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, so trap music usually don't include a lot of metaphors and double entendres. It's usually just literal because it's a trap. So that's why they take your mind out of the metaphors, double entendres, and different superpowers that you have with rap. They don't focus on it because they just focusing on the message, and it don't even be a message behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Certain trap artists, they have like a little message. You know what I'm saying? They have like they season their songs with like a little they have like some positivity. I say majority of trap music is negative, but they sprinkle some positivity on it to give you the illusion as if it's different. And that's just this again. It's my opinion. Like, you don't have to believe my opinion. But I'm only basing my opinion off of what rap used to be. Rap first started. It was an expression of yourself. But now they try to make rap as some type of hood thing, as if rap is not worldwide. But everything is rap. The universe is rap. Galaxies, planets, everything is rap. I can rap about it. Like my homie. It don't matter. He said it's bigger than rap. And I was like, if it's bigger than rap, then I can rap about that. So how can it be bigger than rap? And then he had to think, and he was like, damn, you low-key right. Like, yeah, like nothing is bigger than rap, because rap on the track, you have things that exist and things that don't exist. So that means that the track is beyond us. Now think about that. When you hear a song, that track is technically beyond you. You're not seeing the track. You listening to it, and then it's putting the words are being assimilated in your mind, and then you seeing certain pictures and seeing what the artist is saying. You seeing what they're trying to convey. Now, if you seeing what they're trying to convey, they can convey anything. It's infinite. They could have conveyed fake shit. They could have conveyed real shit. They could have conveyed shit that's gonna uplift, all types of shit. You feel me? But the main thing that they doing in music nowadays is they trying to have some shit that sound good. That's the number one thing. They want some shit that sounds good, and they want some shit that's negative. Because if it sounds good, you gonna ignore the negativity in it. I can admit that. I can admit that myself, because I used to listen to Chief Keef. I used to listen to Chief Keef, Durk, King Louis. King Louis was my favorite drill rapper. He was my favorite. King Louis. I had all his mixtapes. I had all his albums. King Louis, I'm telling you, that was my nigga. Now, that's not to take credit away from them. At the end of the day, they still people. They do what they want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. We need more people that's willing to speak about this type of shit and speak about different shit in rap. Like, the main thing in rap is drugs, sex, money, fucking bitches, hoes. You degrading women, and you talking about killing your brothers. Like, yeah, it sounds good, but does it really sound good? Because at the end of the day, we don't need that shit. It's a lot. It's enough music out here. I feel like they made enough music in the 90s. I even say the 2000s. I even give you the 2000s. I say they made enough music in the 2000s talking about the same shit. They talking about sex, drugs, money. They already talked about it. They talked about that shit in the 90s. It's already here. We have that music. We need more music tailored to people who want to grow. People who want to go deep, dig deep inside of themselves and see who they really are. Because when you listen to rap, the only reason you're listening to it is because that's something that you didn't know you can be. And let me explain that. When you hear a bar that's raw to you, or somebody say some raw shit with the word and they rhyme some shit, you connect to it not only if it's true, but if the rhyme itself is good. Just, like, it don't have to make sense, but if the rhyme itself is good. So, for example, I was listening to this artist named Kambada. Kambada is cold as fuck. Kambada they're not gonna even show this nigga. And the reason I say they're not gonna show this nigga is because he speaks too much truth. Kambada, if you listen to Kambada music, he speaks too much truth. Now, the reason why I say that is because he had a line that he has a line that if you hear that line in the hood gonna just wake up. And not saying like they gonna just wake up like, oh shit, but I mean like they gonna listen to it, they gonna be like, damn. And the line, let me tell you, this is the line. The line is, he said orgasmic, order more acid, portal door passage, born before mortal war happened. We were lords way before we were poor black men. Now just peep that. We were lords way before we were poor black men. If they had that shit playing in the fucking streets, in the hood, come on now, motherfuckers finna start thinking. They finna start thinking, we was lords. What? We was lords way before we were poor black men. That nigga put it together so cold. You feel me? Like, that's what rap is about. It's about activating your DNA. You can't just be out here having dormant DNA. When you listening to trap music, it's literally trapping you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I listen to trap music sometimes still, and it's not because I want to get trapped, but it's because I use it because I want to connect to the streets. My problem is I did a lot of researching and a lot of studying, so for years I was disconnecting myself from the world and disconnecting myself from people. Now, that was a good thing and a bad thing. It was good because I can fucking learn about who the fuck I truly am and what the fuck I need to do on this planet. It was bad because I disconnected with people and I disconnected with reality in a way, because I should have been doing more work. I should have been, working at a job. And I'm only saying I should have been doing it because if I was doing that, so if I was like working a job, I wouldn't be as smart as I am right now. That's why everything goes hand in hand. Like when you make a mistake, it's technically not a mistake. It's just a lesson. And you hear that all the time. I hear that more and more. As time progresses. More people waking up. They starting to peep that their mistakes are not them. People attach their mistakes to them. I'm getting off topic and shit. I'm supposed to be talking about the fucking rhymes and freestyles and shit. But anyway, let's get back to the reason why the music hits so hard. So the music hits so hard because first of all, it's a trap. When you talking about the trap, when you talking about I'm in the trap or I'm blowing bags, I'm doing this and that, you associate yourself with this shit as you don't even have to be doing it. You can be the nigga that's in the crib all damn day, but you will listen to some trap shit and then you will connect to it. You ain't held a gun, you ain't never shot nobody, you ain't never been in a gang, you ain't never had a fight, damn near. You feel me? But you listening to trap music. So that means that trap music is so strong and so powerful that, I mean, of course it's powerful. It's a fucking trap. That's why. But anyway, what I was talking about? Oh yeah, so trap. You gotta get out the fucking trap. You feel me? Everybody's in the trap. They made us glorify certain things. They made us glorify the trap. Now you got niggas out here proud to be in the trap. Like, really think about it. Motherfuckers, our minds already trapped. So you gonna go inside of the trap when your mind is already trapped? It's like it's like that's a double trap right there. You gotta get out of some of these traps. And not saying, and I don't want motherfuckers to think like I'm saying trap music is bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, well, good. There's no such thing as good and bad. Everything is a vibration. And trap music may be a low vibration. That's a fact. It's a lower vibration. It's heavy on the bass. Bass is the lowest chakra. That's the lowest vibration. That's why it hits so hard. So I ain't trying to hit none of that. Well, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. I ain't saying it's good or bad. I'm saying it's low vibration and high vibration. High vibration is when you rapping and you giving metaphors, you giving double entendres. That's high vibration because it's making people think. You can't just hear it one time and get it. Like, no, it's not like that. When you listen to real lyricists, you can't listen to it one time because they can say one line that's so damn deep that you have to listen to that line again, and then you have to research the words in that line. Like, and sometimes, and you can be so deep. Like me, I'm so deep with the rapping. I can create double entendres based off of words, just the words themselves. So, for example, if I like I was saying yesterday, if I end the word with back, if I say back ends with K, the K sound, K. Now I can start a word that starts with K, like if I say couch. If I say back couch, I'm not saying back couch, and I'm not splitting it. It's going together, back couch. You get what I'm saying? So that's how motherfuckers be flowing and how they be putting different double entendres within the shit, and you might not even see it. You feel me? Like, that's why, that's another thing I noticed. I noticed you can be so cold that people don't even perceive you as cold. They perceive you as just a regular rapper because you so cold. You so cold that you can put something so simple that they just gravitate to the simple concept. They don't even see the other words. It can be words that motherfuckers don't even know. Like, for example, I was writing yesterday, and I said from my past to reflection. Oh, no. I said to my past to reflection. Fuck, what did I say? Because it was a double entendre that was cold. Like, I said tomorrow because I was talking about the past. I think I said past to my... That's what I said. I said past to my reflection. Now, past with P-A-S-T, to past to. That goes together because it ends in T and it starts with a T. So past to, it flows. And I say past to my reflection. But tomorrow, it sounds like I'm saying tomorrow. Past tomorrow flexion. Past tomorrow flexion. But I'm really just saying past to my reflection. But the way that I'm saying it, it make you say that. Oh, and also tomorrow, flexion. Flexion is a word. That's another word. People don't know these words. Flexion is a word. So if I say tomorrow flexion, that could mean I'm flexing tomorrow. I'm flexing in the future. Or I'm going to do something that's going to involve me bending, folding, or doing some shit like that. That's how you can interpret it. Now, on top of that, when I was writing it, I didn't even see it. I put the meaning to that shit. I put the meaning. Sometimes when you rapping, you can put a double entendre after you already said the shit. Like you can, like if I be reading some of the shit that I wrote, and I'm like, damn, I actually could have been saying this. Or I read something I wrote, and I'm like, wait, damn, how the fuck did I foretold that and I seen that in the future type shit. Like I just shared a status that said it was this dude named Travis. He was a dude named Travis. He said, when I listen to my music, it's like I be telling the future. Like, of course, you have to be telling the future because they got our vibration so low. They got our vibration so low that the simplest things seem divine. So, for example, people keep talking about they going natural. First of all, you can't go natural. You only can return to natural. You are natural, so you don't go natural. You return back to what the fuck it was, the original. You don't go to it. But anyway. But I mean, in rap you can, because rap you can go to any, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So what I'm saying is, I mean, what I was saying, it don't even matter. Double entendres, metaphors, shit's cold as fuck. So, and another thing, let's talk about S for a second. We can talk about S. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about certain letters that's very important in rap. So, for example, M. M is very important in rap because black people have perfected the M. When we say M, oh, I'm doing this to M. To them, but what you're saying is you put an M in it. So if I say I remember them, I'm saying I remember them, but I'm saying it's kind of like I'm shortening it out. And then when you shorten it out, you can add more shit to that. So if I say I remember them, and then you can say something that even starts with M, so Miles. If I say I remember them Miles type shit, it might not even make sense when you first hear it, but it don't gotta make sense because you the one that make the sense. When you rapping, you make the sense in it. That's why it's infinite, and why you've been flipping and ripping this shit, because it is what it is. It's not limited. You only limited by the thoughts you project. And if you projecting false thoughts and limited thoughts, you're gonna perceive yourself as being limited. But when you start rapping and you realize how infinite rapping is, then you start associating yourself with that, and then you peep how damn. If I'm rapping and this shit is infinite, that means that whatever I do is infinite. Of course, everything that you do is infinite. It has to be. If you are infinite, so anything that you make gonna be a little piece of you in it. It's gonna be a piece of infinite inside of it. You can't make something that you are not. That was another debate we was having. Me and Devin, that's my boy. It's another debate we was having. He was saying you not what you eat. I was saying, nigga, you are what you eat. Nigga, you are whatever you do. He was saying if I make a beat, I'm not the beat. Yes, you are the beat. How you make the beat if you wasn't? It was inside of you. So that means that's what you were. You got it out of you. So yes, you are the beat. Before we even created a fucking track, we had tracks. Our mind was on track. Think about that. Everybody rapping on tracks, but our mind's not even on track. So if our mind's not even on track, then what the fuck? Trains be on tracks. Think about it. We training our minds to not be on track. Like all of this shit is a double entendre and a metaphor within the truth, within a lie. Like the whole English is damn near a lie. Like English is a fucking lie. We technically not even speaking English. We just using. Well, I mean, I guess you can say we speak in English, but what I mean is we really just making sounds, and we associate these certain sounds and certain tones with English. Now, English is a lie because English is not original. Let's get that out of the way right now. English is not original. That's not an original language. It never was. English is a compilation of every other language. I think it's literally every language. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But I think every language is, I think English is a compilation of every language. Now, anyway, the reason why I say that is because it makes so much sense why you can do so much with the rap. So, for example, you can make nouns verbs, and you can make verbs nouns. Now, you can't do that when you're writing. I mean, you can, but what I mean is you can't do that like in school. In school, they teach you that a verb is a fucking verb, and then they teach you a noun is a noun. An adjective describes a noun. The adverb describes the verb. Now, but with rapping, those rules don't apply to you. You make your own fucking rules. Now, I can make a noun, Kevin. Like if I say Kevin, Kevin is a fucking noun. But I can make it a verb and say I'm Kevin it. Oh, I'm finna Kevinify some shit. I can say I'm finna you feeling Kevinified? I just made my name a fucking noun, a verb. And then you can make verbs nouns. So for example, running. If I'm running, that's a verb. You can't touch run, that's an action. That's somebody is doing the running. But I can make running itself just something. I can say running is me. I can say running is me. I don't run, running is me. Think about that. Yeah, you can do shit like this when you rap. You can do shit like this in real life, but let's just keep it on rap because people don't wanna expand themselves outside of this shit. Like that's why they be listening to trap. I'm not saying it's bad because I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again. I'm not saying trap is bad. I'm just saying it's a trap. That's why it's called trap. The block it's gonna block you because that's why it's called a block. You got to get off the block and then you gotta start seeing more. When you start seeing more, you can do more. When you do more, you can be more. Be more. It don't matter. You do shit reverse. Anyway. Let's talk about the metaphors again. The fucking metaphors. You can say, to make a good metaphor, I feel, to make a good metaphor, you really gotta understand how everything is alive. So, for example, this porch that I'm sitting on, it's not living. You get what I'm saying? It's not living, of course, but it's alive. Now let's break down the word alive. It's a difference between living. Living, when you living, that's somebody that has their individual is making something move or making something, doing something because you are living. I'm living. I'm making myself say these things. I'm saying it. I'm speaking it. I'm thinking it. I'm living. I'm alive. Now, this porch is living. I mean, it's alive, but it's not living. It's alive because it's live. I'm literally on live. Life is live. Like, that's the whole thing. I don't think people be realizing that. Fucking life is live. Like, the shit, that's what now is. Now is a fucking live moment. And we just in this bitch. But anyway, now, let's talk about the metaphors again. Let me see. What's a good, that's what I was saying. To make a good metaphor, you would have to understand how everything is alive. So, for example, this porch. I can say I'm sitting on the porch, but that's what any rapper gonna say. Any rapper gonna say, I was sitting on the porch, I was doing something with a torch or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They just literal, very fucking literal. Literal. Don't be literal all the time. Like, that was my problem. I was struggling when I was first rapping. I was struggling by being too literal. I was talking about I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm over here, I think I'm this, you feel me? It's like I was being very literal, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm not literal. When I be speaking and when I say shit, when I'm rap, you gotta figure it out for yourself. Cause that's just how deep I be getting. So for example, I wouldn't say I'm on the porch. I would say the porch is the porch has called me to it type shit. I can say shit like that. Like, and it can make hella fucking sense because I make it make sense. Again, I make the fucking sense. These fucking mosquitoes very irritating. But anyway, the fucking metaphors, man. These metaphors crazy. Anyway, what I was saying. Damn, I'm just forgetting what I was saying too fast, man. Oh, anyway, these fucking metaphors. How to create a good metaphor. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. How to create a good metaphor. So you gotta understand how everything is alive. That you understand that you don't, but it don't matter. Understand how everything is alive, you can make it alive. So for the car, people will say I'm driving the car. No, I don't say shit like that. I don't say, that's too literal for me. I don't do that with rap. Rap is supposed to be limitless. It's infinite. You don't just put yourself in a fucking box and be like, yeah, I do this. Like, you can, but me, I'd rather just be outside of the box because that's my default position. That's another thing. People always talking about, people be talking about you supposed to think outside of the box. Motherfucker, you already outside of the box. You ain't never been inside of the box. The box is this fucking 3-dimension. This 3-dimensional universe we living in is a fucking box. We're not even supposed to be in this motherfucker. But we in this motherfucker, so it don't even matter. But regardless, people try to put you in a box. That's why they tell you, like, when I used to rap back in the day, people used to be like, bro, you too all over the place. You talking about this, you talking about that. Like, I used to get discouraged when I was rapping, because I'm like, I'm not supposed to talk about different shit. Like I hear people talk about guns, drugs, money, sex, and all this other shit, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. It's so much other shit I could talk about. So when I started rapping to other people, like when I first started rapping, people, they was like, they didn't like it because they was like, nigga, you ain't talking about, guns and shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's not who I am. How the fuck I'm gonna talk about some shit I'm not? You can't talk about some shit that you not. I can't talk about guns. I mean, I can now. You feel me? Now, like my current position, I'm so cold, and not even trying to say I'm literally cold, cause I gotta get so much better. But I'm just saying right now, I can make motherfuckers think that I'm talking about guns. So for example, I make metaphors with guns. If I say I'm gonna shoot somebody, I'm not talking about some bullets. I can say I'm gonna shoot you with knowledge, or some shit like that. Or I'm gonna shoot an idea in your head. Or a shot. Like motherfuckers be talking about shot. What was the first thing in that shot? Probably a shooting star. A shooting star. Think about that. Motherfuckers are shooting, and they literally shooting stars. Like black people are fucking stars. We are gods. We everything. So if you shoot a black person, you shooting stars. This shit is metaphorical. It's very symbolic, but we don't understand it. So we literally shooting stars, but then we see a shooting star and we want to wish on it. First of all, wishes don't even wishing. I'm kind of getting off subject, but it don't matter. Let's talk about that real quick. Wishing, hoping, and praying and faith are like the 4 lowest vibrations that you can do. And let me explain. So, if you are wishing for something to happen, if I say I wish I could stand up right now, what the fuck am I gonna wish that I can stand up? I can literally just fucking stand up. So that's an example. Why would I hope? Am I gonna hope that I stand up? No, I can just stand up. Would I pray that I stand up? No, I can just stand up. Would I have faith that I can stand up? No, I'ma just stand up. These words are illusions. When you hope for something, what are you hoping for? Do it. Don't hope for it. Do it. Don't hope to stand up. Stand up. Like, man, I'm talking about shit be crazy. But anyway, yeah, those are the 4 lowest vibrations. The highest vibrations is gonna be I am. Those are high vibrational words. When you say I am, because whatever you say after I am, you claiming it. If I say I am the universe, I'm claiming the entire universe. I just shot my energy throughout the entire universe, and I claimed it, and I seen myself saying that I'm the universe. If you say you're just a human, then your energy gonna just go to humans, and humans don't even know that they gods. So I would never say that I'm a human. Yeah, I say I'm a human in like my form. If I'm talking to a motherfucker and we like specifically talking about human shit, then yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a human. But if not, then I'm not gonna claim that shit. I'm not gonna claim I'm a human. I'm gonna claim what's beyond a human. I'm gonna claim what makes a human. So that way I can be the entire process instead of just being a human. Because humans are limited, and I'm only saying that because we have been conditioned to think that we were limited. We have been conditioned to think motherfuckers is limited. We not limited. We are infinite beings. We never even been inside of this world. We just believe that we inside of this world. Now, talk about more of the metaphors. Now, let's talk about some deep metaphors. Now, deep metaphors is something that people really don't talk about. Because trap artists usually don't talk about metaphors and shit. They do. Don't get me wrong. They have certain metaphors and shit. But I'm talking about usually trap rappers are not using metaphors, double entendres, what other things, like multi-syllable rhyme schemes and different flow patterns. Like, they really not changing it. Motherfuckers just rapping on beats. You feel me? And anybody can just rap on a fucking beat. But it's hard. It's hard to make music, make real music that's gonna connect to people and that people really wanna. That people really need. Like, I don't want to make music that people want. I make music that people need. The music that I make is gonna be music that people 100 years from now are gonna be like, damn, this shit that he's saying still makes sense. Like, it still applies. Like, of course it's gonna fucking make sense. Yeah, it got to. Cause motherfuckers gotta know what the fuck we doing in this motherfucker. We gotta know how to get out this motherfucker, how we in here, how to navigate through this motherfucker. Now, back to the deep metaphors. So the deep metaphors are things like, if I say shame is chasing me, and then I say shame is chasing me through the hallway of anger, Shame is chasing me through the hallway of anger in the house of fortitude. And you can keep going. You feel me? You can literally keep going. Keep saying, you can keep saying, add more to the story, add more to the scheme or the metaphor or whatever you're talking about. You can add more to it. That's how you get deep metaphors, because you had different levels of metaphors. Then you had different levels of the entendres. Double entendre is just a double entendre. It means two things. You had triple entendre, mean three things, and then quadruple and so forth and so forth. Whatever. Now, if you don't know what a double entendre is, then you're not gonna be able to see it. You only can see as much. You only can see as much as the words that you have. So, for example, people can't see certain things if you don't have a word for it. If you don't have a word for something, you're not gonna be able to see it. For example, indoctrination. I see indoctrination everywhere. I go outside, I see indoctrination. I go downtown, I see indoctrination. I go to the lake, I see indoctrination. If you don't know what indoctrination means, you're not gonna see it. You have to have a word to see what the fuck is going on in this life. If you never knew the word jump, if you never knew the word jump and you seen somebody jump, you're not gonna know how to explain it. You're not gonna know what you're not even gonna know how to describe what they're doing. You're gonna describe it in different ways. But you're not gonna say jump. That one word gives you the clarity to see what you need. So, for example, well, I already said fucking what I say? What the fuck did I say? It don't even matter. Anyway, let's get back to the freestyles. So, the metaphors. Now, let's talk about the entendres again. Now, you have certain entendres. You have certain words. You have words that are entendres. I'm pretty sure you can fuck around and have a sentence that's an entendre. Like, a sentence that can mean different things. That's kind of what an entendre is, but I mean, like, from the perspective of, you have a double entendre based off of just a word. So, for example, what's a word that has double meanings, like a homonym, such as, well, jump. I mean, a lot of these words really double entendres, but let's just use jump. Like, jump, you have a physical jump. You have a physical jump, like with your body. Your body can jump. You get what I'm saying? You can jump with your body. Now, you can make it a double entendre if you say you jump to conclusions. You don't jump to conclusions. You feel me? But that's a metaphor. You jump to conclusions. So now you just use jump in a whole new context. Now you just jump from meaning one thing. Now it means a whole other thing. It might mean, the same thing, but you use it in a different way. For example, I can jump to conclusions. You can do anything with conclusions. Well, we can talk about the words itself. Let's just talk about the words itself. So, for example, every word, to be a good freestyler, you will have to practice with every single word. And how I practice with every single word is, I get a word. So, for example, if I say word, then I stretch that word as far as it goes. I take it as far as it goes. That's how you be a good freestyler, because you putting yourself into these words. So, for example, if I say word, if I can rhyme just with word, I can say some word, some curve, some curve, some learn, burn. You feel me? So forth and so on. Now, to add flavor to it, or to add something else to it, I can say word it. I word it. Or I'm wording this is the verses. I'm working, I'm churching and serving the verses. So, shit like that. Then you can add another it to it. You can say I'm working it. I'm gonna reword the shit, and I'm observing it. I'm trying to swerve in it. I'm drifting and driving and learning if I can burn this shit. It's a firmament or a furnace inside of the surfaces. You feel me? Then you can add a whole nother one. You can say, instead of saying surfaces with 3 words, you say surfaces. You can say surface in it. Surface in it. Right, surface in it. So then that rhyme with like first dimension, third dimension. I'm working in it. It's perfect. This is me observing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just the word itself. Then you have that's just how you break down that word. Then you can start over with word, and then you can say I make words. I take thirds. I make words and take thirds. I break the urge. Or some shit like that. You feel me? Or you can say I word break. I word break. My verse make you hurt fate. The earth can't be first way. At first day. You feel me? Shit like that. Now, the more you do this with these words, the more you get used to these words. The more you get comfortable with these words. Because if you ain't comfortable with words, I'm comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't comfortable with words, you're not going to be able to manipulate them and use them how you want to use them. You got to get comfortable with words. You got to get confident with words. You got to understand why you have words and what are words used for. Why do we even have words? Because we technically saying the same shit. That's a whole nother thing. We saying the same shit. We speaking and we moving this oxygen. It don't matter what the fuck we saying. We could be saying straight bullshit. But the fact is, you still moving that fucking oxygen. You still saying something, even if it's a fucking lie. Now, the reason why I said that is because, well, English is a lie, but it has to be a lie for you, so you can get these coded as double entendres. Now, you have these entendres. You have these entendres, which are like, I say a double entendre is like a gateway to a secret dimension. That's what a double entendre is. That's how I define a double entendre. It's a gateway to a secret dimension type shit. Now, let me see. This motherfucker here. Anyway, it's like a gateway to a secret dimension. Now, the reason why I say a double entendre is a gateway to a secret dimension is because you can hear a song. You can hear a regular song. You heard it. It said, okay, cool. I heard it. It had a message. He was saying this. I bet. Now you listen to it again and you peep some more shit. You peep some new shit. If you peep some new, how you gonna peep some new shit? You already heard the song. That means that the dimension wasn't giving you access. Well, I wouldn't say that the song itself wasn't giving you access, but you can say that. You know, if from the perspective of rap, you can do anything. Now, I mean, you can do anything from the perspective of life too, but we're gonna just keep the shit to rap. Let's just keep it to rap, rhythm and poetry. Now. Let's talk about rhythm, because yesterday this girl said a song don't have to rhyme, they gotta have rhythm. Rhythm is a part of the rhyme. That's what I would argue. I would argue that rhythm is a part of the rhyme, because I never heard a song that didn't rhyme. I heard poems that didn't rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Poems don't have to rhyme. Poems don't have to rhyme. That's the reason why you have rap, because rap is rhythm and poetry. I don't even think a lot of people know that. A lot of people don't even be realizing that rap is a fucking acronym. It means rhythm and poetry. And what niggas is doing nowadays is not poetic. I'm on a block with a Glock killing my niggas. I mean, people don't say killing my niggas, but they be saying killing ops, and the ops is technically our niggas because it's our brothers and sisters. But let's just get off of that. Let's just say, damn, I just forgot what I was talking about. It don't even matter. Fuck it. What I was saying, damn. I be forgetting shit fast as hell just talking. But anyway, I was saying double entendres, metaphors. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. What was I fucking saying? I was saying some shit that was very important with rap. That's what I was saying. A lot of people don't even understand that rap is rhythm and poetry, and they disregard the rhythm and they disregard the poetry part. You got rappers nowadays, they just rapping. They're not even rapping, because it's not poetry. So they just rotten type shit. Rotten, damn. Whole time they just rotten. Sometimes when you say things and you can't remember, spirit is trying to tell you not to tell everybody. No, that's facts. That's definitely facts. But then I thought about it as soon as you came in this motherfucker. So you probably was the spirit that gave me the word again, because as soon as you popped up, I remembered. I was like, oh damn, I was talking about that. Now, but that is definitely facts. That's definitely facts. Motherfucker, I'm telling you, your spirit not gonna lie. Spirit not gonna lie to you. Your ego is the only thing that can lie to you. And your ego is this light dimension. This world that we living in. A lot of people don't be peeping that. Like, I'm not Kevin. That's not who I am. That's my ego. My ego is telling you I'm Kevin. Like, I'm not Kevin. I'm beyond what Kevin can ever be. You see what I'm saying? When people start realizing that we all the same soul, just having different experiences, different perspectives, different circumstances, different situations, different outlooks on life. That's the only thing that makes us different. Is the way that we look at the world. That's what makes us different. We seeing the same world. That's what's so cool about this shit. We seeing the exact same world, but we see it completely different. Now, let's take that. Let's relate that back to rapping. Now, people listen to rap, and they listen to, I'm on a block with a Glock, bam, shit like that. Okay, cool. Now people they listening to it like yeah, but me when I listen to that I can't listen to it. So I'm like I don't want to hear my people talking about I love life, different lenses, facts, different lenses, right? I like how you said lenses, different lenses. Your eyes are cameras. That's why it's called the retinas. I mean I'm pretty sure that's not why it's called the retinas, but that's why I call it. You feel me? Retinas, camera, it complement each other type shit. Anyway. Right, it's definitely a lens. We see shit through different lenses and different perspectives. But to relate that back to rap, is you have motherfuckers rapping about certain shit. They have a certain perspective, and they want that perspective pushed through this media. Like I know so many conscious artists, but they not on the radio. It's not because they don't make good music. It's not because they not known. It's not because people don't want to listen to it. It's because the media does not want you to know that it's different music out here. The media wants you to think that it's that when it's a rapper, he talking about drugs, bitches, and money. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think if you hear rap, that's all they talking about. No, motherfucker. Rap is so much more than just drugs, sex, and money. If you want to know the truth, drugs, sex, and money is not even rap. And they rapping about it to make you think that that's rap. That's how deep this shit goes. It's not even fucking rap. Talking about drugs, sex, and money and shit like that. It's not fucking rap. But anyway, let's just talk about the fucking relating that back to the fucking relating that back to what I was talking about. Don't even fucking know. But what I do know is I'm gonna keep talking because when you talk, shit just come out and it's gonna just have to come out. Let's talk about some rhymes for a second. Let's talk about rhymes for a second. Rhyming a second. Now, it's so many ways you can dissect these rhymes. Like I can say I'm finna rhyme in a way. And if I say I'm finna rhyme in a way, if I'm finding the way that I'm rhyming, I raise. Or if I say I'm aligning the face that you design when it takes. My intake is not the sensei. You think you then raise and then I then break. You feel me? Shit like that. Let's talk about some more rhymes. You can just keep going with this shit. Like, I can just keep building it. I can keep building it. I can rebuild this shit. That's another word. I can keep building it. I can rebuild this shit. I can be millions in it. Wait, a millionist. Wait, I rebuild this shit. I see millions inside of my mind that I'm instilling. Or you can say still, build, wield, shield. These words are very important words that you need. Now, let's talk about certain end rhymes. You have certain rhymes. You can rhyme anything, but you have specific rhymes for specific instances in your songs. So, for example, I use the word spin and in like crib and shit. That's a very specific word to rhyme because not only does it not have too many rhymes, like it got a lot of rhymes like spin, lin, bend, then, you know what I'm saying? But it got a lot of rhymes, but it's the way that you rhyme it. Now, you can rhyme this shit, you can stretch a rhyme. Like I can say I'm in the crib, shit, or I'm wearing some Timbs, bend, win, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But I can stretch the rhyme to make it to bring it back to the it. So when I say back to the it, I mean crib, the root word of that is it. So if I say crib in it, then that can rhyme with infinite because I say I'm in the crib with this, or I did the shit with this, and I'm in it. You feel me? Shit like that. Now, the reason why you want to go back to the root words of things is because you can start to see the template of rhymes. And the template, when I mean template of rhymes, I mean like if you say rhyme, you have I'm. That's just rhyme. That's the template. Now, you have certain words that stretch them out. So if I say I'm finna go, they don't really rhyme with thrown because the go is not stretched out. You didn't stretch out the go. If you stretch out the go, if I say goal, then that kind of sound like I'm saying goal, like GOAL. And that's the reason why you have certain rhymes that stick and certain rhymes that don't stick. Like if you can rhyme go with thrown, but usually people don't rhyme go with thrown because it's go. I go, I grow, toe, dough. You rhyme that. When you say thrown, you stretching that word. You having a whole different tone with it. Literally a different tone is how you make the shit moan or groan, if you want to say that. You can say that, because I'm trying to describe this shit, and it's like the rhyme is what I'm finding with, or the word is what I find it with. I don't know, bro. I can just find the shit quick. Anyway, what's another thing? What's another important thing with this rapping shit? What's an important thing with this rapping shit? To be practicing. Well, that's a whole other thing. You can be practicing with it. So, wait. Matter of fact, let me talk about why I follow the rhymes. The reason why I follow the rhymes is because the rhyme. Whoever made these words knew that they was rhyming. Let's talk about that. When they made these English words, they knew that it was rhyming. So, when you know that some shit is rhyming, when you know that something can rhyme or something should rhyme, it don't matter. I'm gonna just start burning bridges and building them back as I try to cross them. So when you learning how to rhyme, it's like you just want to have perfect rhymes. Now they call it perfect rhymes because they have the same tone and they end in the same like syllable sequence type shit, like go and grow. You feel me? That's a perfect rhyme. It sounds exactly the same. It's just a different inflection of inflation. A different is that inflection or phonetic? Some shit. I think it's inflation though. Some shit, bro. Anyway, it's like a different inflection or I'm gonna just say projection. It's a different projection of the voice. If I say go and then I say groan, that's a whole nother tone in it. Now, I can say tone in it. I'm open in it. You feel me? Shit like that. The solar system. I go with this shit. I'm knowing if it's. I can say shit like that. But then you can add like more flavor to it if you put another rhyme before that. Like instead of saying solar system and I go within my flow and rhythm or my soul and spirit, you can start saying I make soul and spirits. I make soul and spirits rotate the solar system. I make it frozen. This shit is great, but no, it isn't. Like when you put that extra flavor to it, then motherfuckers respect you as an MC. And I ain't even saying they're gonna just respect you in general, because a lot of shit I just be saying it. You feel me? I'm gonna fix it. I can fix it later. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about fucking saying some shit and then it don't make sense, because I can speak in a way that I'll make the shit make sense later, and then you'll be like, damn. So that's what he meant by when he said that, because I just be speaking, but it's really just coming from the fucking ether. You feel me? The universe is using me to speak this shit. Anyway, let's talk about another sequence. Let me talk about another sequence. Like let's flip it backwards. Instead of saying soul and spirit flowing rhythm, no it isn't, I can say in it owing. So then that rhyme with like winter solstice. I didn't notice you can give it motion, and then you can put the A or E or any other letter. It don't fucking matter, but you can put another letter in it, and when you put another letter in it, or another, because it's like it's a letter and a word. It's like this should be confusing to say, because certain letters are words, and then certain words are letters, or no, either one of it's one or the other. Letters, either the letter are the words or the words are the letter. But regardless if the letter is the word or the word is the letter, you can still rhyme it, and you can manipulate it in a certain way where you conveying an image that most people they either can't see or they don't want to see it. Like when you rapping and freestyling, taking words off the top of your head, just putting them together, you can see things that people can't usually see. Like if I say solar system, then people like solar system. Where you finna go with that? If I say solar system is connecting to my flowing rhythm, it's kind of like people who don't know what I'm gonna say, they think it's magic, because they like flowing rhythm, solar system. Oh, it isn't. You didn't notice this shit. You feel me? But when you peep it, then you can put it together. Then you can start seeing it in different places. You can start seeing it everywhere you go. If you don't see it, then you gotta know, motherfucker. But anyway, what else I was gonna say? Is that Bree? I know Bree ain't just come in here. Say something if you ain't here for real. I said say something. I like it, but it don't matter. Alright, you in here. I see you. You showing love. But yeah, man. What I was gonna say? What I was saying. It don't even matter what I was saying. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be rapping this shit. It's a smell. somebody cooking some shit, and I'm low key hungry. But anyway, let's talk about the fucking let's talk about building rhymes again. We can talk about, let's talk about 2-syllable rhymes. Like let's say, like, if you say A and E, like you say A-E, it's, you know what I'm saying, hi, what you on today? You already know what I'm on. I'm outside chilling, making these rhymes, teaching people how to rhyme, teaching people why rhyming is important. Cause yesterday I made a video, and then this girl was like, she was like, who don't know how to rhyme type shit. You feel me? She wasn't serious, you know, but a lot of people don't peep these rhymes. A lot of people don't know, don't be knowing why rhyming is important. Let me like your comment. I didn't even know you can like comments. Anyway, so let's start with A-E again. Now you had A-E, which is crazy. You had crazy, maybe, they be, baby, you know, shit like that. Now, you gotta start making specific sequences for these things. So instead of saying crazy, because that's a common word, I be hearing people freestyle and they say crazy, but they always rhyme it with either baby or maybe or 80 type shit. Like those are the standard rhymes for these words. I don't like standard rhymes, I call them like classical rhymes type shit. The reason why I don't like classical rhymes is because, to me, in my opinion, it's kind of lame. It's kind of lame because it's so much shit you can do with a rhyme. It's so much shit you can do with your mind. You can move your mind. It's so much shit you can do with a rhyme. I can flip it, break it, even move it through time. Like, it's so much shit that I can do, and and not only that I can do with a rhyme, it's so much shit that I can do on the track with a rhyme. Like that's like this shit start getting deep. It's starting to get fucking dark outside. Anyway, what I was gonna say, yeah, freestyling is very important. Now let's talk about freestyling from the perspective of an artist. You ain't gotta know how to freestyle to be a good artist. You ain't gotta be a good artist to freestyle. But for me, in my opinion, I feel like it go hand in hand. You can, if you a good freestyler, most likely you gonna be a good rapper. If you a good rapper, most likely you a good freestyler. If you can do one or the other, then that means that you just using that. And usually people, and nowadays it's not even like the freestyling is not even it's not really a big thing right now. You motherfuckers go on radio shows and be freestyling. They say they freestyling. They don't even be freestyling. You can tell when a motherfucker be freestyling because they either gonna mess up, or even if they don't mess up, you can tell. Well, maybe regular people can't tell. I'll just say that. I say real lyricists can tell when you freestyling for real. Like King Los, he be freestyling a lot, but I was watching a video where it said he was freestyling, and it was one of the verses he already spit. So you feel me? So you can't even know on sometimes. Sometimes you might think a motherfucker freestyling the whole time they wrote that shit. You feel me? Or sometimes it might be certain sequences that you'll remember. Like I feel like it's okay to rhyme if you say the same word. You feel me? Like if you say a big word like conversation and concentration and condensation, like that. But when you saying the whole fucking verse, that's not a freestyle no more. It's not a freestyle no more. That's you literally saying a verse. You had a verse written down, you fucking remembered it. I got verses I fucking remember, you know what I'm saying? But I like freestyling. I like being spontaneous. I'm making it, bombs breaking it. You feel me? Like that's the reason why I do that shit, because you can make shit completely original, completely new to your dimensions and what you want to do with your life. Like this is what you can do when you write. Right? Of course. Right is another double entendre or a triple entendre, because you can be writing something, or I can be wrong or right, or I can be left or right. It don't matter. I can say it don't matter. You can say a whole lot of shit with it right. But what's another thing? What's another topic we could talk about? Let's talk about artists that don't be making videos. You ever notice that these celebrities be rich as hell, but they don't be making a lot of videos like documenting what they do, how they do it, why they do it. You feel me? Like, what the fuck is it? What y'all got to hide? You know what I'm saying? What y'all got to hide in this motherfucker? Because it ain't no reason why certain celebrities, and don't get me wrong, I know like motherfuckers got certain shit to do. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna say celebrities should always record themselves so we can know what they doing. I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is, I feel like sometimes If you're a true artist, you want your fans to know what you're doing. Like, that's just me. Like, that's why I'm talking in this video right now. I want people that fuck with me. I want them to know how I make these rhymes, why I make these. They might not even be interested in why I make them. You feel me? But I'm putting it out there just in case somebody can go back and they can check and be like, oh, okay, this nigga talking about this. Okay, he talking about this time. You know what I'm saying? So I just fill the entire video with just random shit. You feel me? Or I might go off with the comment type shit. Now, anyway, back to the fucking what I was saying. Back to the fucking, it don't matter. Let's talk about, the celebrities. That's what I was talking about, the celebrities. Not saying that the celebrities have to fucking talk or, do certain shit. But I just be thinking, like, bro, what the fuck are these celebrities hiding? Where they going? What they be doing? Because I'm gonna document my entire process with anything that I do. Like, if I'm trying to be like a public speaker or just have more notoriety type shit, I'm gonna document everything I'm doing. I'm gonna document me going through certain places in Chicago, trying to help with certain charities. I wanna like me and my homie Mal said, we gonna, like, when we releasing our music and shit, we gonna go to certain areas and we gonna buy ice cream for kids and we gonna be telling them about the music and shit, trying to like spread it that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a number of things that we can do and a number of ways that we can do it. Now, the reason why I say that is because we need more people like this. Not saying that every fucking celebrity gotta go in they community, but it's too much disconnect. It's too much disconnect out here for people to be loving celebrities how they love them, and then the celebrity just sitting there with money, and then people will be making excuses for the shit. People make excuses. They'll be like, well, it's not up to them to free us, or it's not up to them to do this type of shit. Well, who the fuck is it up to then? Like, really, like, let's be honest. If it's not up to the celebrities to free our minds because they celebrities for a reason. If they have a big following, then they need to be telling their following what the fuck they need to do. But you can't do that when you're in the industry. When you're in the industry, you gotta have certain things. You got public speakers that you like, not public speakers, but public what the fuck is that called? Publicists or some shit. When you gotta get filtered. You gotta get filtered before you can start reaching certain people, or start, if you saying certain things, you gotta be filtered, because they not gonna have you out here just saying their information willy-nilly. Like, who the fuck is you, nigga? You feel me? Like, well, that's how they look at it. Me, I don't get no fuck. Like, I know my life. I know what I came here for. I came here to help y'all. I gotta make these videos. I gotta speak about this shit because I don't care. And plus, I wanna prove myself right. I mean, prove myself right. I wanna see if I can be right with being protected, because I know I'm protected. Now, I wanna make sure I'm protected, because it's been working ever since up until this point. Like, up until this point, when I started learning about the universe and ancestors and shit like that, and how they work really, not just goofy magical shit. Like, how it really, the science behind how this shit works. Then that's when I started really waking up and started understanding this shit. Now that's when I'm talking to you about the fucking science of rapping. It's science behind this shit. You have, let me use Eminem for example. Eminem is a good example. Eminem is a great example of somebody who can rap his ass off. He can rap, but he really not saying too much. Like, let's be real. We gotta keep it a buck. You gotta keep it a buck. Eminem not really saying too much. Like, we gotta be real. He's saying, like, yeah, he rapping, he be saying shit, he give you certain ideas, convey certain points, display certain things that you can do with rapping, how to make words being flipped, manipulating, all types of energy shit, right? But the thing is, he don't talk about, I think it's some fucking rain. He don't talk about the shit that's really going on out here. But off of that, let's just break down why people think he's so raw, because of how he be putting these words together. You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, you cold, but I'm trying to be the fucking best, and by best, it has to be objective. And I know that it's a subjective word, like that. You can't, the best don't even exist. You feel me? But when I say best, I'm talking about the fucking best. Like, who got the coldest flow? Who finna change? Who can change and manipulate the flow so cold that motherfuckers be like, damn, like how he speaking, and then who can rhyme so good? Who can? You gotta have all these. You gotta be able to rhyme good. How to have multi-syllable rhyme structures. You gotta have flow. You gotta know how your cadence is. Your cadence, that's a very important thing too. I'm still trying to figure out what cadence is. I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I think cadence is more like the way you say the shit, like not how you saying, like that's delivery. Delivery is more how you saying it. Like if I'm saying it in a certain way, that's my delivery. How he's delivering it. You feel me? But the cadence is more like it's like how it sounds. I don't know. It's like I'm still fucking figuring that out. Matter of fact, after this video, I'm gonna search up what cadence means so I can research that further. I'm gonna write some more rhyme schemes and shit too. I'm gonna break down these videos more as well. So, but it is getting kind of dark out here. I might sign off in a little bit. But I just came out here so I can talk to y'all, just so motherfuckers need to know what the fuck going on out here, boy. Y'all know what the fuck going on, but motherfuckers just don't want to see what the fuck going on, man. But anyway, I might be done right now. I think I'm done now. I don't got too much to say. I can keep going. Don't get me wrong. You know I can keep talking. I can talk forever. But I think I got most of the main points out the way. Most of the shit that I needed to say. So yeah. Well, see y'all later. And